Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. We are back again with the Boss ME-90 multi-effects processor. So this is new from Boss 2023. Woohoo! Hasn't even been on the market for 6 months and they already got a firmware update for it. Surprise, surprise. Anyways, I've already downloaded the software, but I have not installed it yet. I'm still doing some of my own homework and research. It's not that I'm trying to avoid it. Well, I guess I kind of am. I'm trying to find a video out there where somebody's actually gone through any extra preamps we might have in this thing other than the main 11, because it turns out that on each set of effects, or each effect actually, we have other selectable optional joiners we can do. We're really opening this board up to a lot, but of course you got to build the patch to get access. Otherwise, what you see right here, that's all you get in manual mode. Okay. Anyways, that's cool that they've added some extra capabilities, extra joiners of other effects. You do have some limitations, of course, with each type of effect, what secondary you can bring in with it. However, very cool that they've decided to up their game in the ME-90 by quite a bit, it seems. So definitely some very fast improvements over the ME-80, that's for darn sure. I am still trying to find out though if we have extra preamps. Like, I'm looking for that AC preamp because the AC is actually an acoustic preamp. This allows me to plug in an acoustic guitar, use that preamp, and voila, I can get that proper sound, right? Because if you go into a regular acoustic amp with an acoustic guitar, that's fantastic. But what happens if you don't own an acoustic amp? Well, they're not freaking cheap either. They're actually quite costly compared to electric guitar amps. But an electric guitar amp sounds like absolute crap with an acoustic guitar. And so, at least on its own, right? And now you can get separate pedals and all this. We don't want to do that. We just want a whole bloody board that's got what we need, right? Now, they've changed also some effects, obviously, in here too, along the way, that are different than the base ME-80 as well. And I've been finding that out. And it's like, okay, well, let's get more encouraging. That's good. But anyways, today I want to look at my favorite presets that I would be using the most with this thing, especially at church, because we don't do heavy metal at church or hard rock, but Kevy does get to let loose a little bit sometimes with a bit of an overdrive, and that's kind of cool. Anyway, so first thing I want to try out is the acoustic sim. I've been doing a little bit of tweaking with this patch just to see, how I can dial things, and you do need the neck pickup. And by the way, I am using a Squier Affinity Telecaster, the newest model that has the belly cut and the really, really nice hardware on this sucker. Anyways, let's try this out. A little bit more body, I think. Still got a bit of bite there, even with the neck pickup. But hey, listen, check this out with the bridge. Ooh, this is gonna be scary. Now, doesn't that just want to send you to the hearing specialist? All right. And this is your tone control for this. So if we turn it to 0. Really deadens it down. Now with that, I would use like a bit of reverb. We need a bit more volume though. And the other thing I would be using would be a bit of chorus sometimes. Now, we are going through a VT15 Valtronics amplifier. by Volks, and you know, it has its own little character to it. You know, in bigger places, you know, you'd be going into like a PA system, which you won't be using your amp. You don't even need an amp anymore, realistically. Set of PA speakers, away you go, hook it into the computer, leave it there, run everything through your computer. Technically, you actually don't even need an amplifier anymore because they're all, you know, pointless, right? So some people say. However, I do still like amplifiers to a certain point. And the sound you're getting is my room, okay? So I do have that really nice new microphone hooked up there, and it's working pretty sweet. I love this new mic. So these are basically the presets I would probably be using most often. A lot of the times, of course, you're not going to be using chorus. You'd be like a little bit of reverb. You know, something a little spicy for what you want for that. And I'm on the spring reverb, and if we kick that up a few notches, so even though it doesn't technically sound like an acoustic guitar, it is as close as we're going to get with being electric, okay? Alright, so let's turn this off. Now, of course, we do have other sounds, and we're going to leave the reverb on, I guess, for this. Just not so much of it, because that's a little too much. There we go. So, a little bit of overdrive from the blues side. Now, this thing also has, you know, something like a little bit of metal distortion, we'll say. That's pretty throaty. So let's just set these right actually in the middle. And we don't need to blast it that loud in here. Bit of rat DS. And I'm still on the neck. Let's go to the bridge. Not bad. Let's go back to that metal distortion. Not bad. Core. Muffy fuzz. Now, everybody likes a tube screamer, apparently. Probably should cut back some of that reverb. That or just kill it for now. A bit delay maybe? Yeah, we're not gonna sit here and screw with dials all day long until we get just what you need to hear. But you can get all kinds of variations of every effect, right? That's why they have the dials for. But yeah, we got like, several different delays too scattered throughout here, and choruses and, other stuff. And, so you can kind of stack stuff a little bit, right? Which is kind of handy if you need to. We got like, what do we got? What, one boost? We got two levels of boost for sure. Now we used to have this humbucker single coil area over here, which we don't have that anymore on the main list, but it is available with the selectable options menu area in the Tone Studio, where you can add all that on. Otherwise, you got like tune down, and tune down is kind of let's just say it's interesting. Okay, let's just go to a regular sound. Now let's put this all in the middle. I don't know what it's supposed to be tuned down to, but oh, there we go. How low can you go? Oh, that's almost like a transposing kind of deal. That's interesting. So we have 0, which should be normal. Down 1. So 10. That's weird. Well, it definitely opens you up to some interesting options. Yeah, 0 is normal. Just go down 1. I don't know what's with the wavering sound though. Anyways, some stuff is interesting but still being a little stupid too at the same time. But I guess it depends upon what you're going for, what's usable and what's not, right? So at least Boss did give us a lot of, extra little goodies in here, which is kind of really nice. We got our phasers, our flangers, our overtones. We even got the defretter, which, the defretter I kind of like, actually. figure out how to play bass on a 6-string that's that close together, you can get like a bass guitar thing going. I'm gonna have to practice that. Anyways, so this is pretty much where I'm at with this pedal board so far. I'm still no review. Whether I like it or not, I have to install this software, run this thing through the computer, find out what all the options are, give you guys a little bit of a tour of that as well. Then I'm gonna make up my mind if this is actually worth investing $500 into. I mean, so far, I gotta say, I'm a little bit impressed on some of the stuff, but not so much on other things. But hey, you know, that's kind of the way it goes. You can't have everything in life perfect, that's for darn sure. It'd be nice though. But I'm not expecting perfection, right? That's the big thing here. I'm definitely not looking for or expecting perfection out of this unit. I know it's gonna have some downsides. It's whether or not, even me personally, if I can live with those downsides. I really, for myself though, most of these preamps are absolutely useless for me for many reasons and many things. But some of them are definitely useful, and that's the thing, you know. You've got to weigh those differences when you're looking at these kind of processor boards. There is no perfect solution, and there is no perfect board out there. You know, and for $500, that's not exceedingly expensive compared to some of the other boards out there. But anyways, in the meantime, let me know what you guys are thinking so far. You know, I didn't do a whole lot other than bang out chords on the unboxing and preamp checkout. Maybe I'll go a little bit more in depth to that in a, you know, more musical way, we'll say, for you guys. On a later date before we even do wrap up the review, because I actually want to, you know, see how well this thing pushes its preamps into my box, because a lot of you are going to be going into amps. Some of you will go through the back loop section of your amp just for extra effects. The perfect match for this amp, for this board, is actually the Boss Katana or any amp that has a power amp in section. Then you use these preamps only, and you use the voicing of that particular amplifier circuit without its preamp. That's actually the perfect way to hook these things up, other than direct into a PA system, which is also extremely ideal. But anyways, that's it. That's all. Comments, questions down below, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.